And developing right now, Houston police have closed their investigation into the Astroworld tragedy. Along with that, they've released their final report. And our investigative team has been reviewing these documents that are hundreds of pages long. Good morning, I'm Haley Hernandez. KPRC2's Robert Arnold is joining us now with what he's learned so far. Robert?
Yeah, good morning. This is a more than 1,000-page report, and we're just now getting through it. The entire Investigates team is actually looking through that report right now. We've broken it up into different stages. So for these initial reports this morning, these are going to be our preliminary findings. Police went through interviewing dozens, hundreds of people, employees who were at this festival, as well as those who were directly in front of the center stage when all of this started happening. One of the things that we did find within the first 200 pages of the report, the word crushed was mentioned at least 9 times. As we know, people lost their lives due to what is called compression asphyxia. That means they were crushed in that massive crowd at this Astroworld Festival. Some of the most telling interviews, though, came from those who were there that night, who were in front of that main stage when Travis Scott came out, when Drake came out, and they spoke to police. I'm going to go through and I'm going to read you some of the statements from those eyewitnesses that were taken by police. Now, police paraphrased their interviews with these individuals. One individual was Cynthia Rojas. She talked about how she was just to the left of the stage. She was in the middle at first, but then the crowd pushed her along and it started pushing her down. And then she saw a female down on the ground. She put her phone on the ground and attempted to provide CPR to that female. However, then she realized she had to get down. She had to get out of there. She reached down and picked up a phone, only later to discover that it was someone else's phone, not hers. She noted there were a lot of cell phones left on the ground. Another person, Angel Vasquez, told police during his time there, he stated he saw 2 people go down. He believed that those 2 later received treatment. He believed that those who were injured or dead was a result of being trampled by the crowd. He stated the venue did not appear to be prepared for the event and the chaos that took place. Another person, Angel Asford, told people that during this time, people around her were screaming, "Stop the show." She thought she heard Travis Scott say, "They telling me to stop, but you know what you all came for." She stated that she became frustrated when she noticed that other concert goers were not making it easy for them, and many of them seemingly refused to move out of the way so people could be treated. Now, one of the most impactful statements that I've read so far came from Sienna McCarty. That is the young lady we all saw climb that platform, desperately screaming at that cameraman to please tell somebody to stop the show. She explained she was incredibly frustrated that no one was listening to her, that she couldn't understand why the show was not shut down. Now, one of the things she acknowledged that the cameraman had headphones on, but she felt like they were being loud enough to get through to him. I then asked her about a second employee that got on the platform while she was still on there trying to talk to the cameraman. She referred to the employee as a security guard. She stated that she was on the other side of the platform from where she started. When the guard got on the platform, she stated she felt relief because it was a person that could help her, unlike the cameraman. She stated that she made eye contact with this other person and explained to him that people were dying in the crowd, and she pointed to the area where she had come from. The person responded to her by saying, "Get off the platform." Then she stated that person grabbed her by the arm and began pulling her towards the ladder and told her, "Get off this platform or I will push you off of it." She said that this has been emotionally devastating for her. She was incredibly emotional during her time talking to police. Now, one of the other things we found on page 1050, there's a description from the police about their meeting with the district attorney's office after they'd gathered all this information. One of the things that was noted is that they gathered like 5.3 terabytes of video, everything that was going on there. That came from the people who were shooting, not just cell phones, but social media video, the other video that was being professionally shot, as well as, everybody's cell phone. So this is a description of a March 9th, 2023 meeting. There were about roughly 30 people there, including District Attorney Kim Ogg, Houston Police, as well as a multitude of prosecutors. And the police described that we presented for approximately an hour and a half. That means presenting the findings of their investigation. Deliberations continued about potential charges coming out of the incident for another hour and a half. District Attorney Kim Ogg stated this case may be better suited to be handled on the civil side rather than the criminal, well as it stands with the current evidence. She advised us to continue the investigation and to wait for the future depositions. We were then excused, and the DA's office thanked us for our time. And of course, now we know that a grand jury declined to indict anybody, including Travis Scott and several other people, on any criminal charges relating to this event. Now, again, as I said, there's a lot more to go through. The entire investigation unit, everybody's back there reading their portions of it to try and give some more detailed reporting, put some of this in context. And I'm also going to be joined later in the afternoon by my colleagues, Mario Diaz and Rilwan Balogan, as they're covering other aspects of this. So we're going to come back with another update at noon. I'm going to go back and read some more of this report and come back with some more of our findings.
Okay, great. I know you've got lots more to pour through, and we are, you know, that those are horrifying details that are coming out, but yeah, we're definitely eager to learn more about the end of it. Yeah.
Yep, gotcha, and I'll see you in less than an hour.
All right, thank you, Robert. And in light of these new details, tonight at 6:30, we're going to re-air our question and answer session with our investigative team, followed by our re-streaming of our award-winning documentary about the Astroworld tragedy. You can watch by downloading our KPRC2 Plus app on any smart device or go to click2houston.com. Again, we have the entire document, hundreds of pages long, on our website right now. On click2houston.com, you can click on the homepage. It's right there. Our web team is also working to break down the important facts, so you can check that out throughout the day to get little summaries from those hundreds of pages that you're seeing right there on your screen.